Hey guys, it's Jenny and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a long time again, but I'm trying this today in the evening. I bought a ring light. I hope it does look good. I also bought a microphone for me. Hope the sound is better than the last time. So let's try it. So today I want to start a new series. I want to tell you about things I watched. I love to watch movies or series, anime, all kind of stuffs. So I didn't watch much in the last 2 months, but I still want to tell you about it. I watch most stuff on Netflix, like most people. Unfortunately, I only have Netflix from Switzerland, and sometimes there isn't so many stuff, but lately there are more. So, the first thing I watched was the Red Sparrow. So, it is about this Russian young woman, Dominika Egorova. I'm sorry, I have the notes here, just that I don't forget anything. She is a ballerina, and when she has a very difficult injury, she can't recover. She can't dance anymore. And her uncle introduces her to the Secret Service. She gets in a brutal training program to become a dangerous spy. She has no choice but to join because her mother is very sick and she is the only one to support her medical bills and all. So she has to take this job. This story was very difficult for me to follow. I watched it with my mother and I wanted to watch it for a long time now, and I finally did. It was very difficult. You had to be 100% always concentrate to listen what they said. And I think I have to watch it again to really fully understand it, but I really enjoyed it. And my mother did too. I really can recommend it. The main actress is Jennifer Lawrence, and I really like her. Yeah. Alright, so the next movie is about the movie Bird Box. The main character plays Sandra Bullock. It is about a world there are creatures that we never get to see, but when people look them in the eye, then they want to kill themselves. And there is chaos in the world now. So it's mainly about Mallory. And we see the past and the time being of now. Sorry if I don't have very good English, but well, the world survivors are forced to wear a blindfold, do not look them in the eye. Mallory has learned about a sanctuary for survivors, and at the time being we see her at the beginning, we see she has 2 young children. She wants to go there, and it is very difficult because they have to go with blindfolds, and they go by a river with a boat, and it's very difficult, and it's very interesting to watch. At the end you wish that you can see more. I heard there is a second book coming out this year, but I don't know if there is a second movie. But I really enjoyed it more than I thought I did. My mom loved it. The next movie is the movie Gifted. It's about Frank and his little niece who he takes care of. She is like 6, 7 years old and she's already a genius, like her mother was. But her mother is dead, unfortunately, already. We see her finally to school because Frank can't teach her anything anymore. It is very difficult for her because she's a genius and knows much more than most of her teachers. The little kid name is Mary. Mary gets in a legal fight between Frank and his mother, Evelyn, over her custody. Evelyn wants to use Mary because she is a genius, she wants to use her like she did with her mother. Her mother worked on a pretty important project, but she didn't finish it. She wants Mary to finish it. The story is about this, and I love the relationship between Frank and Mary. It's just so intense. Mary loves Frank. So for Mary it is so hard to live a life where she is different and it isn't easy for her to make friends. I really enjoyed this film. I felt really deep for her. Next movie is Las Vegas. It's about the 4 friends. Let's see. Billy, Sam, Archie and Paddy. They're friends since they're 6 years old. And they are now elderly. Do you say that? Billy wants to do a bachelor party in Las Vegas because he gets married to this young woman who is 30 years old younger than him. Yeah. And we see the friendship between those 4, and I have to say, this movie was so funny. I had to laugh so much. It really is so funny. It's so worth it to watch it. I really love the relationship between those 4, and yeah, please watch it. So next is this Netflix series named Firefly Lane. It's about those 2 friends who are friends since they are teenagers, Tully and Kate. They met at Firefly Lane, and we see their friendship between then when they were teenagers until 30 years later, and it's a beautiful story about friendship. The Netflix series is clearly not done with the first season, and at the end we see that Tully and Kate are, I believe, broken up, but this is just so sad. You see, in their 30 years of friendship they had many times or were something between them that they didn't talk about, and I guess later became too much. I don't know why they split up, but we see at the funeral of Kate's dad, Tully comes and she can't come in because Kate doesn't want to see her. I really need a second season. I believe it comes in the summer. It was just so beautiful, the story. I didn't really imagine it to be so good. At the end of every episode it was so good you had to watch again more and more. The last thing on my list is Lupin. Also from Netflix. It has 5 episodes and believe me, this is so good. It's a French movie, but I watched it in English. I don't really like the language French. I know I'm weird, I don't know. So it plays in Paris and it's about Hassan Diop. I'm sorry if I don't correctly pronounce it. It's a man who is inspired by the adventure of the master Thief Arsène Lupin. It's a fictional character created by Maurice Leblanc. Since I watched this series, I wanna read the stories about this master thief. It really intrigued me. The first part only has 5 episodes. We don't know yet when comes the next episodes, but at the end, I really thought, what? This just can't be so mean. I mean, I watched it in one night. I didn't expect it to be so good. And Asan, he is really a master also of changing his look. It really reminded me kind of Detective Conan, and I really like that. So it's about that his father was framed when he worked for a firma when Asan was a kid. He seems to stolen an expensive diamond necklace, and his employer Hubert Pellegrini blames him, and his father gets stuck in prison and he hangs himself out of guilt for everything. I think it's a little selfish, but it's not my right to say anything about it. And Asan is now an orphan, and he gets stuck to an orphan home, and this is kind of terrible. His wife from Hubert Pellegrini helps him with school, with money, but he doesn't know that because she feels so guilty and knows that her husband isn't good. Asan makes very good friends at the orphan home. 25 years later, the necklace that was stolen apparently comes back. And Asan, in an auction in Paris, steals that necklace. He planned everything from A to C. Really everything. And it's so interesting to watch, really. He has one goal. He wants to expose Hubert's crimes. He didn't choose to him, others. He finds others who help him because Pellegrini is really a terrible human being. I hope I didn't tell you too much, but it is so worth it to watch. I loved it so much. I really like that more black people are more and more in those movies. I really like that. I guess this is all. I didn't see much in the last months, but I hope I can the next video that it will be longer. I hope you still enjoyed it. Well, thank you and bye.